Yo, this shit is crazy, crazy, crazy. Look at this. Walmart is wiped. Food completely gone. Jeez. End of the world, you guys. End of the world. Look at this. Now's the time to learn how to hunt and fish. Walmart is gone.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. It's brother Isaiah, brother Yeshaya of H.O.I, L.A., coming to you amid this coronavirus panic and the world completely losing its brains and its minds right now amidst everything that's going on with this coronavirus, man. All right? We got to understand, Israel, we got to understand something, man. This is all prophesied about in the scriptures, all right? So we should be actually expecting this, man. This should be something that actually gets us excited, man, right? It should be something that we should be looking forward to as Israelites, right? Because this is actually the actions of Esau losing his kingdom. As a matter of fact, let's get that in the scripture, okay? Let's go to Luke chapter 21. All right, because this should be something that we should be getting excited about and looking forward to, right? Israel always talk about, they want to make it out of the kingdom, right? I mean, make it out of Esau's wicked kingdom and get into our righteous kingdom. But they don't understand, man. We got to go through everything that's written in the book of Revelations and throughout the whole rest of the Bible, man. All right, so let's get that in Luke 21. Let's go down to 28. All right. And it says, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. All right. So this should be things that we should be hearkening and understanding and reading about and studying about in the scriptures. And when we see them come to pass, we should be excited, man, because our redemption draweth nigh, right? These things are becoming closer and closer and actually happening before our very eyes, and we should be getting excited about that, Israel. All right? We shouldn't be getting sad. We shouldn't be lamenting for Esau's kingdom, right? Getting upset like, oh man, I'm mad the NBA is closed down and the NFL is closed down and all these things, man. I can't go buy my Jordans and I was about to go see the baby concert and nah, man, that stuff is finished, man. All right. Esau's gonna try to implement martial law. All right, they're gonna try to set up these little drive-by testing sites, man, where they just gonna be giving people the chip on the spot, right? If you have ears to hear, all right, or just straight quarantining people into their homes and making you come get the chip at your house, man. All right, so we can't act like none of these things weren't written in the book, man. All right, we can't be sad about Esau's kingdom falling, man. I mean, how we gonna be calling ourselves Israelites, right? Waiting for the kingdom to come to pass, waiting for us to get back in our righteous kingdom when we're sad about the captivity we're in falling, man. We should be excited about this, man. All right, not sad about it. As a matter of fact, let's go to Ecclesiastes, man. Ecclesiasticus, right? Sirach. Let's check that out, man. Let's go to Sirach, right? Chapter 12 and verse 13. Right? It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts, right? So you can't be mad, man, when this kingdom is coming down, man, and then you come down with it, and then now you mad at the Most High God. When the scriptures say, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent, man? Of course, Esau is gonna bite you, man. He's the serpent, right? So why would you get mad at the things that he do towards you, man, when you was all in his kingdom, man, right? Thinking that you prospering, getting sad that the Walmarts are out of food, right? Getting sad when the NBA shuts down, right? But you're not hearkening to the scriptures, and you wondering why you getting bit by the snake, man. Right? That's why the Most High God said, "Who will pity a charmer that is bitten by the snake?" The Most High God is not gonna have no pity on you when you sad and lamenting for this place that comes down, man. And if you come down with it, then that's your ass, man. Excuse my language, but hey, that's facts, man. All right. So we can't be mad at these things, man. I mean, as a matter of fact, y'all gotta come back to the Most High God right now, right? Y'all gotta come back to the Most High God, and let's go back to that, man, and not be sad over things like this.
Yo, this shit is crazy, crazy, crazy. Look at this. Walmart is wiped. Food completely gone. Jeez. End of the world, you guys. End of the world. Look at this.
And you hear Esau, man, he say end of the world. So even Esau know, man. If you don't know it's the end of the world right now, you need to wake up, man. All the signs are pointing to the fact that this world is this society that Esau has set up and is ran by the wicked and is given into the hands of the wicked is coming down, man. Right? I mean, if you haven't recognized that by now and you haven't noticed that the prophecies are lining up within Revelations and the book of Daniel, right? And the book of Salakia. I mean, there's so many prophecies that's just not in Revelations, right? A lot of brothers will be like, oh, well, I've been reading Revelations and I don't know why it's not matching up. Because look, this whole book, man, is talking about the beginning and the end, right? It's not just in Revelations. You got to match it up and do precept upon precept, right? So if you haven't understand that this world is coming to an end, the world as you know it, right? The world that we knew it before we came into this truth and we had all our trust in Esau, right? If you don't understand that whole society is crumbling, then you're sadly mistaken, man. And you need to, as a matter of fact, let's grab that real quick too, man. Right? Let's go to Romans, man. So like in Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. Right? And it reads in that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. All right? So now our salvation is coming quicker and quicker than when we believed. Because, right, we probably believed that salvation probably would never come, man, before we came into this truth. Right? And a lot of us, before we came into this truth, didn't even think nothing was wrong, man. And that's when it's real bad. All right? So we got to come out of this wicked society, come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, man, and we'll have nothing to fear. Right? We won't be out here at YouTube doing this.
Now's the time to learn how to hunt and fish. Walmart is gone. Oh my gosh. There's some seafood. Damn.
And you see, it was a bunch of shrimp there, right? But Shema Mashiach Yahushai, ain't nobody eating the shrimp.
Crazy. Candy, cereal, oatmeals. Bro, look at this. Bread, peanut butters, This is nuts, you guys. Absolutely nuts.
Right? So look, man, y'all got to understand, man, this is not nothing to play with. All right? These things we've been reading about. And this is not the first time that these things have happened, man. Right? This is the Most High has always sent his prophets out in these times, man. Let's go back. Let's go to let's see, what is that? I believe in the book of Matthew. Yeah. So like it, Matthew 24 and verse 37. All right. So like it, let's start at 36. Right? But of that day and hour knoweth no man. No, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Right? It says just as the days of Noah were. And what was Noah doing out there? He was telling the people they need to get their act together, man, before they get drowned with water. And remember, it hadn't rained yet. So people was laughing at Noah, man. They was like, Noah, you're crazy. It hasn't even rained yet. What you mean we're going to be killed by a flood of water? But what did Noah say? He said, hey, y'all better get y'all stuff together because it's about to go down. And what happened, man? On that last day, they was knocking on that door saying, let me in. Just as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. So that's these days now. You see them Israelite brothers out there on the streets teaching, man, trying to teach y'all the Bible, and y'all calling them Power Rangers, right? And calling them all kind of different names, saying they look like Ninja Turtles, Shredder and whatnot, man. But them brothers that's dressing funny, see, they dressing funny to y'all because y'all used to tight little jeans, right? And furry flip-flops and halter tops, man. But that's how your men used to dress back in your times of antiquity, right? Back when we was kings and princesses on the earth, the sons of God. But we're not that anymore. Why? Because we're damn blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, so-called. But that's how we used to dress back when we was in rulership. But y'all calling them funny looking and people that's just yelling on the streets. Well, what's going to happen? Just like the days of Noah were, y'all going to be trying to come into the door, knocking on the door, talking about let us in, man. Talking about I don't have no toilet paper. Right? Talking about I don't have no meat. Ain't no more groceries. But what happened? You should have put your trust in the Most High God. And Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? Instead, you put your trust in the Esau's kingdom. That's a, you know what? Let's get that too, man. Let's go to Psalms. Right? 124. It's a lot here, bear with me, y'all. And Israel, you know, one thing y'all got to realize and always remember, the brothers that's out there on the streets, man, they out there because they love y'all, man. We out there because we love y'all, because we could be doing anything, man. But the Most High God put it on our spirit to come wake up and teach our people what's really going on to try to save them, for that all Israel could be saved, man. But I mean, you know, it ain't always like that. So let's see. Let's go to Psalms and let's start at verse 2. Psalms 124 and verse 2. If it had not been for the Lord who was on our side when men rose up against us, verse 3, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. So people are all saying, oh, if it had not been for Esau, right, and the military, right, and my food stamps, and the money I saved, right, in this bunker, okay, right, and these water bottles. Nah, man, if it had not been for the Lord, that's what you need to put your trust in, man. Not Esau's kingdom, right? Not the bomb shelter, not the survival tactics you looked up on the internet. It's the law, statutes, and commandments, man. We need to come back to that and trust in that. Because if you do, nothing's going to touch you, man, in these last days. Right? Yahweh Ratazah. But if you don't, man, you're going to be putting your trust in all these things and these little masks and all these gloves and these little hospital. Man, I'm seeing people out here looking like straight doctors, man, going to the grocery store. Look like they about to do surgery and they over there fighting over tissue paper, man. So you got to put your trust in the Most High God and nothing else. All right? And with that, I'm going to give it hearty shalom, give a double honors to the elders out there laboring and doing the work and all the other brothers that's out there doing the work, waking our people up, right? We appreciate that, man. Right? We are a nation of kings and priests and princesses. We trying to come back to that, man. All right, so with that, I'm going to say Kwame Asharala, Shalom, H.O.I to the chariots fly, man. Shalom.